I knew this reunion was coming up, and this is about my experience in going to visit my grandma and grandpa. And I just want to say, my grandpa was a great rescuer too. He rescued me from deep tragedy once in my life, and I don't want to go into it in detail, but he was truly my savior. I don't think I would have turned out anywhere near as bad as I am now. I mean, you know. Anyway, he was just a great friend and counselor. And anyway, this took place when I was about 10 years old. Good and cold.
Better dance.
I'm nicknaming this in the circus. Okay, I need some help from my aunts to tell me who the young boy that I used to visit in Mandan was, his name. Do you remember, Darlene? What's his name?
Mikey.
Say it louder.
Ferber. Jonathan.
Tommy Ferber.
Tommy Ferber? Herbert. Tommy Herbert. Well, I'm going to call him Mike for now because this is what I've been singing. I thought it would strike a chord. I can't think. Since Mike is my best friend right now, Mike and I.
Right now.
For tonight, anyway. When I was just a little boy, out on the Dakota Plains, out in a little town called Mandan, me and my friend Mike, we'd go running through the alleyways, throwing them mateys in those trash cans, watching trash fly everywhere on a hot July summer day. One day the circus came to town, Calliope coming down the street, and all those colorful clowns at our feet. On a hot Mandan day, we got excited and saw the man in the big black hat. And he all came around to all of us kids, and we were standing there on the corner, and he said, "Who wants to join the circus?" And they said, "I'm up with that now." So the guy in the big black hat, he came around, and of course we didn't ask any permission at all. We just went down to where they were setting up the circus tent and said, "Well, what can we do, sir?" So they hand us a little shovel and send us off to the elephant pit. And we shoveled. When I was a little boy, riding across the plains with my grandpa, he'd tell me stories about the old days when he'd ride around in his big old wagon, selling snake oil, as he put it. Cough medicine, some would say. Just trying to help all those people get by from day to day. you see. And out here with all my family, and we're having ourselves a little fun, and goosebumps are starting to show on everyone. And you're wondering when all this will end. It never ends. Out on the Dakota, the plain. The song has no end yet. I would like to invite my daughter up here after my sister Karen says something.
Just before, I know people are going to start thinking about heading back to their places, but there's itineraries for the next couple of days on the table over there. If you haven't already picked up one, pick up one. But there's just a couple of things I want to make sure you know about. Tomorrow at Sand Harbor, if you're not there by 11 o'clock, you may not be able to get in. So please make sure we're trying to say be there at 10 o'clock. We have a private parking area, and the directions are on the itinerary, so please make sure you read all that. Okay.
A good friend of mine who was here tonight, Bob and LaRue, they have a beautiful power boat, and he has offered to take all of us, Annie and all of us, on tours tomorrow. But the problem is it's going to be getting a little rougher in the afternoon. So earlier is better. We're going to be out there. I'm going to get out there. I'm going to plan on being out there like 9:30. So anytime you want to come out in the morning is fine. Yeah, you know, you're out there all day. Once you get in, you're in. The problem is coming at, like Karen said, if you come after 11, they're heartless about it. Once the parking lot fills up, which it often does in July and August in Lake Tahoe at Sand Harbor State Park, they just shut it down, and they don't reopen it until 3 p.m. So if you don't get in, you don't get in.
Yeah.
So we're just warning you, earlier is better. 11 o'clock, 11 a.m. is kind of like the drop dead as late as you want to get there. Okay, so you've been warned. Get out there. Try to get there. I advise you get out there by 10:30. If you want to go on a boat cruise, I'm giving priority to my aunts and uncles. You guys get first choice. He's going to take you on Millionaires Row and out to the Whittle Estate, and you're going to see some beautiful sights. It's a really pretty boat you're going to get a cruise on. So I want you all to have an opportunity to experience that, but all that's going to happen early. So try to get out there early tomorrow. That's my advice, okay?